welcome. I'm here answering questions, important questions that you guys ask me. This question says, your slogan is headshots, it's not brain surgery. Can you explain this? My job as a headshot photographer is to capture a photograph of you, nothing more. There tends to be a lot of headshots that have distracting things in the background, distracting clothing, and even bad photography. My job, and the reason I think that it's not brain surgery, is I want a very simple picture where when someone looks at it in a split second, the first thing they look at is you and your eyes and your personality, and they see that in the picture. So it's not brain surgery. I want a simple photograph of you. And if I capture that in 10 pictures, then there we go, you know? What you want is a simple picture. It's not brain surgery. All right, here we go with another question. There are so many headshot photographers in Los Angeles. Why should I shoot with you? That is a very good question. I think a lot of it has to do with whether or not you think that we click, and that your experience with me and the whole process will actually be a fun, relaxing experience for you. I think that's kind of the main answer to that question. But also, just to tell you a little bit about me and where I come from, I started performing when I was 9 years old. By the time I was 16, I was on the road until the time I was 28. My home base was in New York. I lived in Europe for a while, the whole entire time performing. And what I learned very quickly, I was a go-getter when I was a teenager. And before I ever left high school on my own, I was performing in movies and commercials. And what I realized very quickly was, I realized some tactics to auditioning and how to actually work in the industry that allowed me to work very consistently for about 12 to 15 years. And one of those things was I learned that I needed to be a professional auditioner. I needed to know how to be a great auditioner right when I walked in the room and how to get rid of nerves. And once I became a professional auditioner, I started booking a lot more. The other thing that I learned was that I needed great headshots, because there was always somebody next to me who had better headshots, or they looked better than me, or they were better looking than me, or they were skinnier than me, or whatever it was. And I just knew that having great headshots was very important. As I stepped out of performing and moved into the world of production, I've done everything from producing off-Broadway shows to producing events, and I've art directed television commercials and produced commercials and music videos, and I've directed some things. And through all of that, I just always wanted to find the place that I fit in creatively the best. And where I feel I fit in creatively the best was helping other people with their careers by getting them great headshots. Photography is something I've always loved to do, and I turned into a phenomenal business where I've shot some of the most famous people in the world, and I love what I do. And my heart is that when I shoot photographs for you, that you will end up with a career that is just abounding, and you find yourself booking a lot more, achieving your dreams, because there were people in my life that believed in that for me, and they helped me along the way too. So it's just kind of also my way of giving back. So that's why I think you should shoot with me. Thank you very much.